I walked into a coffee shop the other day, and I'm looking over my coffee, and behind the counter was this beautiful young woman. And I looked down at the menu, and as I looked down, I looked at her arms, and they were full of scars from the cutting that she must have done at some point in her life. And I happily grabbed my coffee, and I walked out, and all I could think about, I can't even imagine the wounds and the pain that that girl must carry around with her on a day-to-day basis. And how many of us carry around so many wounds, so much brokenness with a smile on our face. And that's what I did in high school. That's what I did the majority of my life. So many times I have been so fake, acting like everything's perfect on the outside, but inside, I knew I had brokenness. I knew I had wounds. I knew I had things I had to deal with, but women are good at stuffing their stuff. And I was excellent at it until I got married, until I became a mother. And slowly the wounds, slowly the things that I just wanted to hide and keep hidden, that pain started bubbling up. And it started affecting my marriage. It started affecting my motherhood. And it came to the point where I realized I needed to face these things. I needed to face it, I needed to own it, and I needed to heal it. Because some of these things I inflicted upon myself, and other things were inflicted upon me that I didn't ask for. So it was a very hard, painful thing to have to deal with. And so I realized, and God gave me the grace to realize, that I needed to go to counseling. And at first that was a really hard, shameful thing for me. But then when I stepped back and I really prayed about it, I realized counseling is not something to be ashamed of. There is no shame in going and healing yourself, healing your wounds, and becoming a whole woman for God, that you can truly do what you need to do in your life. There is no shame in that. The shame is judging the people that have to go to counseling, that are wanting to become that better person. Because I went as far as I could in my life with all of my brokenness, with all of my baggage, and I did what I could, but I could only go so far. And then Jesus had to take me the rest of the way. I needed the grace, I needed the wisdom, I needed the knowledge to go to those dark, scary places that I avoided half of my life. So if you feel that you need to go to counseling or that you need to talk to someone because you have brokenness, maybe you've been molested, maybe you've been raped, maybe you had an abortion, maybe you sexualized your anger or your hurt and you gave away so much of yourself that you feel like you can't even recover. If this is you, God will meet you exactly where you're at. And other people may doubt you, other people may look down on you, but God is the God of second chances. And it doesn't matter who you are, where you've been, what you've done, or what kind of brokenness that you have, God is bigger than all of it. And the passage I chose for this website is, "Behold, I make all things new." And that is His promise. And all you have to do is take that step forward. Have that courage to take the step forward towards Jesus, and He will heal you. He will give you the grace and the knowledge and the wisdom to go to those dark places. Do not handicap yourselves for the rest of your life, because imagine how sad it would be at the end of your life, how much time was wasted hiding and covering up secrets and wounds that you could have just handed over and became a new creation and a new woman for God. Become whole, and do not be afraid of what God is asking you to do, because He will give you the grace to do it. Face it, own it, heal it, and move on with your life. I'll be praying for you.